Thanks everybody for joining me today for our deep stretch workout. We are going to go ahead and get started with a warm-up. Super important to start warming up our bodies before we get into some deeper stretching. So I'm going to start just by walking around my space. I have my yoga mat out and I'm just going to take some steps around my mat. Whatever space you have to just start walking it out. As I'm walking it out, just adding in some upper body movement, swinging my arms forward and back, raising my arms to about shoulder height, and then swinging my arms back behind me, loosening up our shoulders, our chest, our back.
Mouth.
And then swinging our arms from left to right, opening your arms out wide, maybe giving yourself a nice big hug. Any movement that feels good in your body just as we start to walk it out. Once we're feeling good with walking, I'm going to come towards the center of my space. I'm going to move into an alternating step and reach. Stepping my right foot one step forward. As I step my right foot, I'm raising my left hand, fingertips up towards the ceiling, extending my arms straight, feeling that stretch from my fingertips down to my toes. And then I'm going to reset, opposite side, left foot steps forward, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. If it feels good, taking a big inhale breath as you reach, and then exhale as you reset, sinking your breath to this warm-up. Doing a few more times on each side, really focusing on feeling that reach and stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, coming back to center. From here, I'm going to take my feet out a little bit wider, having a nice base at my feet, toes point forward. I'm going to take a big inhale breath as I reach my hands, fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then on my exhale, taking it into a forward fold, hands are coming down towards the floor. I'm going to make this movement a little bit more dynamic, so moving fluid as I come back up to standing. One more time here, big inhale breath as I reach. Feeling that stretch tall, and then exhale, hands are coming down towards your feet into a quick forward fold before coming back up to standing. Bringing my feet in closer together, I'm going to move into some arm circles. Starting with my arms in a T position, you can do both arms at the same time or one arm at a time, whatever feels best. Starting with big circles forward, reaching tall, letting your arms fall in front of your body as you reach, and then back around to the top, feeling that rotation in your shoulders, in your chest, your back, and even in your side body. After a few big circles, I'll make my circles a little smaller, a little bit quicker. And in 3, 2, 1, letting my arms fall down at my side. I'm going to switch directions. Now going backwards with my circles, same thing, starting big, reaching to the ceiling, and then letting my arms fall behind my back. This time I feel my chest kind of push forward. Taking your time on these arm circles, doing what feels good. After a few big circles, finishing by making them a little bit smaller, a little bit quicker. And in 3, 2, 1, letting my arms fall down at my body. Gonna finish with our upper body here by taking in one more deep inhale breath as I reach both hands up towards the ceiling, extending my arms long for a nice little mountain pose here, focusing on feeling your arms reach to the sky, your spine is elongated, and just taking a few breaths in this reaching position. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Arms are coming down at my side. From here, I'm going to move into some open the gate, starting with my feet about hip width apart. Going to bring my right knee up towards my chest. From here, bringing my right knee pointing out to the right. So I'm feeling my inner thigh open on my right side, my right hip. Then I'm lowering my right foot to the floor. Feet come back together, and we'll switch to the left. Left knee is coming up towards your chest, taking that knee out wide to the left. Lower your left foot to the floor, feet come together. Option to keep your toes on the ground the entire time. You can still take that knee out wide, with that foot supporting some balance. Evening out both sides here. Got a couple more. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. This time we're gonna finish with some close the gate. Same movement now, opposite direction. Starting with my right knee pointed out to the right. Now I'm gonna bring that knee in towards my body like I'm closing the gate, feeling the outside of my hip stretch, and then lower that right foot back to the floor. Switch sides. Left knee starts pointed out to the left, coming back in towards your body, and then lower that foot down. I like to make my close the gate kind of big and dramatic, really swinging my leg as much as is comfortable, feeling that outside of my hip stretch. Got a couple more. And in 3, 2, 1, lowering both of my feet down to the floor. Gonna finish with a few calf raises, raising up onto our toes, onto the balls of our feet, and then lowering our heels back down to the floor. Feeling this stretch in your calves, your shins, your toes, your ankles. And just warming up our lower body. Got a couple more. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower our heels back down to the floor. Finish it out here with whatever else you need to warm up. Shake it out, wiggle your toes, fingers, maybe shake your legs, couple kicks, couple punches. We're going to meet on our mat, on our backs. So once you are done with your warm up, meet me on our mats, on our back. I'm gonna grab a little water as I make my way there. We're gonna meet in a knees to chest position. Turn the music up just a little bit. All right, as we are making our way onto our mats, onto the floor, lowering our upper body down, arms are down at our sides. Maybe you start with your legs extended. And then we're gonna bring both of our knees into our chest with my hands grabbing around the tops of each of my knees and just gently pulling my knees in towards my body. I'm feeling this stretch in my hamstrings, my glutes, my hips, but also my lower back as I'm in this little egg shape. Taking a few breaths once you get here to just feel your body against the floor. Maybe you add in some movement side to side, forward, back. Taking in a few more deep breaths. Option to stay here in this knees to chest position with your head flat. Option to lift your shoulder blades, lift your head off of the ground, bringing your forehead towards your knees. This is gonna fire up your core just slightly, but also feeling that stretch a little bit further throughout your back, your shoulders. If it feels good, taking that option for a few more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, lowering my head back down to the floor. From here, I'm gonna extend my left leg long, keeping my right knee pulled in towards my chest. Now both of my hands are coming onto my right knee and gently pulling in towards my body, feeling this focused stretch on my right leg, my right hip. Holding here at the center for a few breaths. From here, I'm gonna drop my right knee out wide to the right, keeping my knee bent, just letting that knee fall open to the right. Maybe your left hand drops off of that right leg. Now we're feeling this stretch a little bit deeper on the insides of our legs. And you can kind of play around with the position of your knee, of your leg. Maybe it feels good to lower and drop it down towards the wall in front of us. Maybe it feels good to bring it up tighter towards your shoulder. Any movement that makes that stretch feel good here. And then when you're ready, we're gonna bring our right knee across our body into a lying twist. So now my right knee is coming back to center. This time it's going across over my left leg to the left side. Option to drop your right foot down onto the floor or keep it floating. We wanna try to keep our shoulder blades on the ground. So whatever range of motion is keeping your shoulders, your head just flat on the floor. Feeling this spine twist, feeling this stretch in our glutes, our lower back. We'll hold here for a few more breaths. And in 3, 2, 1. And release. My right leg is coming back to the right side. Lower your right leg down. Take a moment to just have a few recovery breaths. We're going to do the same thing on the left leg. When you're ready, bringing that left knee into your chest with both of my hands hugging onto the top of my left knee, pulling in towards my body. Feeling my hamstrings and glutes stretch here, right down the center. From here, dropping that left knee now out to the left, letting that knee fall, opening up your hips. Maybe dropping your right hand off of that knee as your left falls down onto that left side. Again, playing around with the position here, finding what feels good. And when you're ready, left leg coming across our body for a lying twist over to the right. Option to drop your left toes onto the floor or keep them floated, trying to keep our shoulder blades secure onto the mat. Taking a few more breaths here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, bringing our left leg back over to the left. Lower your left leg down towards the floor. Taking a moment here to recover. From here, I'm going to bring my feet flat onto the floor. So my knees are bent, feet are flat, back is still flat on the mat, head is rested. We're going to move into a half happy baby. I'm going to start by bringing the bottom of my right foot up towards the ceiling, keeping a nice bend in your right leg. And then with my right hand, I'm going to try to reach for the outside of my right foot or the outside of my right shin, ankle, really wherever you can reach here. And then just adding some gentle pressure, pulling that leg down towards the floor. My right knee is on the outside of my body, so I have some room to really pull that knee down without my stomach and my core getting in the way. For our left leg, option to keep that left foot flat on the ground, left knee bent. For a deeper stretch, you can lower that left leg down towards the floor, extending that left leg long. Holding for a few more breaths here. Really stretching the inside of our leg, our hips. And in 3, 2, 1, and gently release that right leg Lower that right leg down, taking a moment to recover here. We're gonna do the same on our left leg. When you're ready, I'm starting with both of my feet flat on the ground. Left foot, bottom of my left foot coming up towards the ceiling. Have a nice bend in my left knee, reaching my left hand to the outside of my left foot, or your ankle, your shin, really wherever you can reach. And just gently adding some pressure down towards the floor. Same option with your right leg, keeping that knee bent or extending long. We'll hold here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let that left leg come back down to the floor and taking a few recovery breaths. I'm going to keep my feet flat on the ground, moving into a lying figure 4 stretch. Starting with my right leg, bringing my right leg over the top of my left thigh. The bottom of my right foot pointed to the left. My right knee pointed to the right, creating that figure 4 shape with my legs. Few variations here, option to hold this position. With your right hand, you can add some pressure to your right thigh, your right knee, just pushing that leg away from your body, deepening that stretch you're gonna feel in your right hip. Another option, lifting your left foot off of the floor, keeping that left knee bent, just your foot rises, so that's bringing your legs closer to your body, deepening that stretch you're feeling on your right glute, your right hamstring. Whichever variation. Holding for a few more breaths. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. If your left foot is raised, lowering it back down to the floor, uncrossing your right leg from your left. And we're gonna do the same thing on our left leg. When you're ready, left leg is coming across the top of our right thigh. Left knee pointed out to the left, bottom of my left foot pointed to the right. And then same variation options here, pushing that left knee away from your body or raising that right foot off of the floor. Maybe a little bit of both, whatever feels good. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, uncrossing your legs, lowering both feet back down to the floor. Taking a few recovery breaths. To finish this little lying sequence, we're gonna move into another version of a lying twist. I'm gonna bring my arms out into a T position. My palms are flat on the ground. Arms are extended out straight from my shoulders. From here, I'm gonna bring my feet together, my knees together. I'm going to raise my feet off of the floor. You don't have to bring your knees too close to your body. Just having your feet lifted a few inches off of the ground. We are gonna engage our core a little bit here, but from here, I'm gonna let my knees drop over to the left, dropping them all the way down to the floor. Feeling that twist in our spine with our arms straight, keeping our shoulder blades flat on the ground as well. And then from here, picking my knees and feet off of the ground, bringing them over to the left, or sorry, to the right, dropping down onto the right side. And just moving through left to right at your own pace. Option to keep your feet on the floor if this is a little too intense for your lower back. And just windshield wipering your knees from the left to the right. Final 10 here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Bringing your hands back in towards your body, letting your lower body recover here. Nice job. We are going to meet from here in a seated position. So taking your time getting there, grab some water on the way. I'm going to grab a little water as well, sitting on our mats. Once you make your way to a seated position, I'm starting seated with my legs crossed at my ankles, so my knees are bent. You can find whatever comfortable seated position works best for you. Really want to check in with our posture here. Our shoulders are stacked right over our hips. Our spine is long, just sitting up tall, engaging our core as well. We're going to start with a seated side bend with a little lower back stretch. I'm going to start with my left hand, dropping my left hand onto the floor on the outside of my left leg. So my palm is just on my mat. From here, I'm going to reach my right arm up overhead. Fingertips are going to point over to the wall to our left. As I lean to the left, I'm bending my left elbow. Maybe I can drop that left elbow all the way down to the mat, or just finding a range of motion that feels good. As we're bending into that left elbow, I'm feeling this deep stretch in my right side lower back. As I'm reaching my right arm overhead to the left, feeling that side body stretch as well. And again, just finding your range of motion, what feels good in your stretch here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly coming back up to that tall seated position, dropping my right arm down at my side, taking a recovery moment, and we'll switch. Now I'm going to plant my right palm on the outside of my right leg. Left hand is going to reach up overhead, pointing over to the right. As we lean over to that right side, bending our right elbow, maybe you can drop it down to the floor. Feeling now our left side lower back stretch, as well as our left side body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lowering our left hand down, coming back up to a seated position. We're going to flow that for 30 more seconds, moving at your own pace from left to right in our seated side bend. Option to take out the elbow bend if you prefer. But final 30 here, seated side bend, flowing at your own pace. I'm going to start with my right hand overhead, reaching to the left. Then I'm going to switch left hand up overhead to the right. Your own pace here, 15 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, finishing your final rep there, lowering both of our hands down, coming back up to a tall seated position. Taking a few recovery breaths, we're gonna move into some seated cat-cow. Keeping my legs crossed here, right hand on my right knee, left hand on my left knee. I'm gonna start by pushing my belly button forward, pushing my hips forward, chest pushes forward as well, feeling that curve of my spine forward. And then bringing my chin to my chest, belly button to spine, nose points down towards the floor, spine towards the wall behind us. Just moving through this cat-cow for about 30 seconds, using your hands on your knees to help support your body as you move through. Pulling myself forward and then extending my arms long as I slide back.
Alexa, what's the time? The time is 12:29 p.m. Alexa, set a timer for 25 minutes. 25 minutes, starting now.
Final 10 seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center, letting yourself extend your legs forward out of this cross-legged seated position. Still sitting up tall, but now my legs are straight out in front of me. Taking a moment to adjust into my position here, checking in with your posture. We're gonna take it into a seated forward fold to start. I'm gonna start by taking a big inhale as I reach my hands up towards the ceiling. Really focusing on that spine, stretching long, arms are extended. And then on your exhale, hinging at your waist, reaching your hands towards your feet. Grabbing on to your toes, the outsides of your feet, your shins. Feeling the stretch in the backs of our legs, our lower back. Option to add a little bit of a knee bend if that feels good. Final 10 here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to a tall seated position, giving yourself a moment of recovery. We're gonna keep our legs extended long to start. Starting with our right leg, I'm gonna bend into my right knee, bringing the bottom of my right foot to the outside of my left leg. So crossing my right leg over my left. Now my right knee is bent towards my chest. I'm gonna take both of my hands and just gently pull that knee in towards my chest. As I do so, sitting up a little bit taller, a little bit straighter, feeling the outside of my right leg stretch here. And then we're gonna take it into a twist. I'm gonna drop my right hand behind my back onto the floor on my mat. Then I'm gonna turn my chest to face the right. And then with my left elbow or my left hand, option to hook it onto the outside of your right knee. So you can pull your body deeper into this twist as an option here. Feeling that right leg stretch, but also our back, our chest, our spine as we're holding this twist. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1. And release, untwisting, uncrossing that right leg from your left. Lower your right leg down to the floor. And take a moment to recover. Same thing on our left leg. When you're ready, bending into our left knee, bottom of our left foot coming to the outside of our right leg. From here, squeezing that knee just gently in towards my body as I check in with my posture, sit up nice and tall. And then when you're ready, taking it into that twist, left hand drops behind my back this time, chest is turning to the left, and then with my right hand or my right elbow, hooking onto the outside of my left knee, just deepen my body into that twist. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, untwisting, lowering our left leg down back to the floor. From here, I'm gonna bring the bottoms of my feet onto the ground, but I'm keeping the bend in my knees really long. So my feet are kind of far away from my body, not up close towards my chest. Playing around with where your feet are in relation to your body. From here, I'm gonna reach forward towards my toes, towards the outsides of my feet. As I am leaning forward, my chest is kind of resting on my thighs, and I'm feeling this stretch in my lower back. Also feeling a reach in my arms as I'm reaching for my feet. Option to drop your head towards your knees as well. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to a seated position, we are going to transition now into a tabletop. So grab some water, make your way into a tabletop. We're going to start with a little cat-cow once we get into that tabletop position. In our tabletop, hands are stacked underneath our shoulders, knees are stacked underneath our hips, and our back is flat. Just starting with a quick cat-cow to get us warmed up in this position. Dropping our belly button down towards the floor, head and chest face forward, and then opposite, chin to chest, belly button to spine, spine to ceiling. Taking some deep breaths, moving at your own pace. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back to a flat back here. We're gonna start with a thread the needle stretch. Starting with my right hand, from my tabletop, I'm reaching my right hand up towards the ceiling. So my chest is opening up towards the right, and my arms are in one nice long line. From here, I'm gonna go into that thread the needle, taking my right hand in between my left hand and my left knee, reaching over to the left. As you're reaching, dropping my right shoulder down towards the mat. Maybe you can rest your head on the mat, feeling that twist. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back to center, bringing that right hand back down to the floor, back into our tabletop here. We're going to do the same thing on the left. When you're ready, reaching our left hand fingertips up towards the ceiling, opening our chest up now to the left. Feeling that reach. And then left hand's coming through to the right, reaching all the way to the right as we drop that left shoulder down to the floor. Into that thread the needle here on the left side. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Left hand's coming back to center, back into that tabletop. From here, I'm going to take a little recovery pose in child's pose. You can meet me there or recover in a different position if you would like. Taking my knees wide, bringing my toes together, and I'm going to sit back onto my feet, keeping my arms extended long as I lower my chest and head down to the floor. Again, we'll recover here if you have a different recovery position. That's always available. We'll hold here for about 20 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, coming up out of child's pose, back into tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to extend into a downward facing dog. I'm going to tuck my toes under, so my toes are on the floor. Arms and hands are underneath my shoulders, arms are straight. From here, extending my hips up to the ceiling, extending my legs straight as my chest comes to face my legs, feeling that stretch in my calves, in the backs of my legs. Once you're in that downward dog position, maybe bending into one of your knees at a time, feeling that stretch in your calf. And in 3, 2, 1, and release from downward dog back into tabletop. Lower your knees to the floor. And then take a moment to recover here. I'm going to sit back onto my feet, but whatever wrist recovery position feels best for you. I'm going to roll out my wrists a few times, clockwise, counterclockwise. Nice work. We're going to meet in a tall kneeling position next. So once you are ready, we'll come onto our knees stacked underneath our hips. Our glutes are off of our legs. So we're again in that tall kneeling position. We're going to start with a low lunge on our right leg. I'm going to take the bottom of my right foot one step in front of my body. So my right leg is at a 90-degree angle. With our lunge, playing around with where that right foot is placed. If it is too close to your body, you might feel a little unsteady with balance. If it's too far away, same thing. You'll be reaching a little too far. So just finding a good solid base that feels comfortable here, where that right foot is located. From here, I'm going to push my hips forward. Hands are on my hips. As I push my hips forward, deepening the bend in that right leg. Kind of feeling that left leg extend a little bit straighter as well. Option to hold here. Option to take your hands to the left side of your right foot, plant them on the mat for a deep runner's lunge. If you are taking that runner's lunge option, final variation here, taking your right hand, fingertips up towards the ceiling, opening your chest again up to the right, towards your right leg that's bent, adding in a little twist here, if that feels good. And in 3, 2, 1, lowering both of my hands back down to the floor, walking my hands back towards my body, coming back up into that tall kneeling position. And I'm gonna switch, right knees coming down to the floor, left leg, left foot is coming flat onto the mat. Same thing here, finding a good spot for that left foot. We'll take it into our low lunge on our left leg. When you're ready, hands are on my hips, pushing my hips forward. My chest is staying tall, head is facing forward. Deepening the bend into my left leg. Same options here, taking it into this low runner's lunge. Both of your hands coming onto the mat on the right side of your left foot. And then final option, left fingertips point up towards the ceiling, opening your chest up to the left. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Releasing out of that position, coming back up to that tall kneeling, and then taking a moment to recover. Any recovery position here, giving those knees and wrists a little bit of a rest. We're gonna go into one final kneeling stretch to finish our little kneeling sequence. We're gonna stretch out our hamstrings. When you're ready, meeting me back into that tall kneeling position. This time, right leg is coming in front of our body, starting with our right foot flat on the ground. This time I'm going to extend my right leg straight. So my right heel is on the floor, my right toes are in the air. And then from here, leaning forward, hinging forward, bringing my hands down to the mat. As I lean forward here, I'm feeling this stretch in my right hamstring. Hamstring stretch, kind of a half split stretch as well. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Bending into my right knee, bringing my right knee back to meet my left. Back into that tall kneeling position, option to take a little recovery. We're gonna finish on our left leg when you're ready. Starting with that left foot flat on the mat in front of our bodies, extending that left leg straight, left heel on the ground, left toes in the air. And then from here, hinging at my waist, pushing my hips back just slightly as I lean forward. An option to bring your hands, your fingertips down onto the mat on either side of your left leg. Feeling the back of our left leg stretch, our hamstrings behind our knee. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly bringing that left leg back into that kneeling where we started, lowering back onto the mat, giving yourself a moment to recover. Great job there. We're gonna meet on our stomachs. So grab a little bit of water and we'll transition to laying flat on our stomachs. From here, we're gonna move into a cobra stretch. Once you make your way there, legs are extended back behind us. Tops of our feet are flat on the ground. I'm going to bring my hands underneath my shoulders. For our cobra, option to extend your arms straight or keep your forearms on the floor for a half cobra. For that full cobra, hands are underneath my shoulders. I'm extending my arms straight as I lift my chest and head to face the wall in front of me. With my arms straight, my hips also slightly raise off of the ground as well. And then for our half cobra, dropping our elbows down onto the mat. That lowers our hips, but still keeps our chest and our head facing forward. Feeling that stretch in our core, our lower back. Holding here for a few more breaths. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, lowering my chest down to the floor. Maybe you lower your head. Just recover here for a few moments. We'll do cobra one final time. Your choice, cobra, half cobra. Final 30 seconds here, starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, pushing that chest and head to face the wall in front of us. Final 15. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Chest coming down to the floor. Maybe you even rest your head and let your body recover. We are going to finish before our cool down with a quad stretch. I'm gonna take this quad stretch laying on my side. So I'm gonna turn so that my left leg is underneath my right leg. My left arm is kind of supporting my head on the floor, just finding whatever comfortable position. So your right leg is stacked on top of your left. You can have your knees slightly bent. You can have your legs straight. Whatever feels good here. We'll start with our right leg. I'm going to bend into my right knee with my right hand, trying to reach for my right toes, my right ankle, and just gently pull my right heel towards my right glute. To feel this stretch, I want to make sure I'm not resting my right leg against my left. I'm going to lift that my right leg away from my left, and I'm going to point my right knee just slightly back behind me towards the wall behind. A few small adjustments here can help you feel that stretch in a little different area. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll switch our sides. So now I'm going to turn so that my right leg is on the bottom, my left leg is on the top. Now my right arm is on the floor, my right hand is kind of supporting my head, but your head can also be rested on the floor. Whatever position is comfortable here. And now I'm going to bend into my left leg because my left leg is on top. With my left hand, trying to grab onto my left toes, my left shin, ankle, and just gently pull that left foot in towards our left glute. Same adjustments here. Make sure that left leg isn't rested on your right. You want to raise that leg away from your right leg and then slightly back behind you. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lowering that right leg down. Nice job, everybody. We're going to transition into a cool down to finish. From this position on our side, I'm going to make my way onto my back, extending my legs long, extending my arms down at my side, using this as a little bit of a recovery, but also just focusing on the way your body feels against the mat, against the ground, once you have no effort and you can just focus on a couple deep breaths. From here, I'm going to bring my hands up above my head. I'm going to bring my feet together. We're going to move into a banana stretch. So my palms are coming together overhead, still rested on the floor. Feet are together as well. From here, I'm going to reach both of my hands over to the left. And then I'm going to take a step with both of my feet over to the left. So now I'm curved to the left, feeling my right side body stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back to center, I'm going to do the same thing now to the right. This time my hands overhead are going to reach over to the right. Each of my feet are going to take a step over to the right as well. Now I'm feeling this curve to the right and that stretch all throughout my left side body. And in 3, 2, 1, returning to center, bringing my arms back down at my side. From here, I'm going to bring my knees into my chest one final time with both of my hands around my knees, taking these few final moments to just feel that stretch in your back, in your legs, and add in any movement that feels good to you. Rocking from side to side. I like to draw circles with my knees, clockwise, counterclockwise. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. From here, in our final few minutes of class, we're going to finish with some restoration. About a minute and a half where all you have to do is focus on recovering, relaxing, and being in the moment. Whatever position you want to finish here, the choice is yours. And I will call us out in about a minute and a half. Wherever you are here, adding in a little bit of movement, I'm going to finish with one final deep breath. If you'd like to follow along with me, you can make your way back up to a seat or just stay wherever you are. We'll finish with one final big inhale, big exhale. When you're ready, taking that big deep breath in, filling our lungs, chest, bellies with air, and then a big exhale, letting it all release. That is all I have for us today. Thanks everybody for joining for some deep stretch. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks everybody.
Thanks, Ashley. I've really missed this a lot.